Hello, good morning. So let's start. Before I start the other things I'm going to be posting for home speech therapy, I would like to first record the things or the materials that you would need to get first before you start your home speech therapy. All right, so now this is just an overview of the things I have here. Let me just show you everything I have here. And even the book. Then I can start introducing them now to you. Okay, so let's start. So let me start with the oral massage. First of all, it's good to first start with the oral massage. You need your child to need to exercise the mouth of your child, so that you can easily get them to open mouth and speak when you're doing your therapy with them. Okay, so let's start. So you have to get the brushes for the oral massage. You can get this new brush. You can get the ordinary brush. You can get the massage brush. This is a massage brush. Turn it on. This is the one we used. This is the type we use for our big son. You can also get, there's another type of massage brush they call Z Vibe too. You can also ask for that one. If you can't get any of these brushes, some people may not have money to afford all these brushes. You cannot just go for this. You can also use this for the massage, or you can use this. You can just use your hands, your fingers. So I would, if someone cannot get these ones, I would advise the person to try this with hands. So if you have to use your hands, you get gloves, get surgical gloves that you can use to use your hand and massage your child's mouth, both inside and outside. This is to avoid getting your child to contaminate infection from your hands. All right, so let's move on. Then after the brushing, after the massage, after the brushing, then you go for the exercises. Then the things that will help you, that your child will use for mouth exercise, these ones. So the balloon first, the flute, the harmonica, this one, the bubbles, this party noise maker, I think, this type. Then the candle. I always introduce the candle last because I don't really like introducing these candles, because some people are not very careful with using candle. But if you are careful enough to use candle, you can use this candle, turn it on and get the child to be blowing it off. But if you're not careful, if you're not very careful, please, I advise you don't use the candles. Just use other things. Other things are also enough to do those things for you. You can also get a whistle too. Anything at all that will help your child to exercise the mouth by blowing over and over again. You get them. Okay, so let's move. After the mouth exercises, you can now move to other things. This one, after the exercise, this is a sensory brush. So you can use this sensory brush to get your child to used to brush your child's legs and hands. And also you can also use your hands to massage your child's body, like they call it deep pressure massage your child's body very gently. So that helps the child to calm the child's nerves, to be able to concentrate, look after you as much as they can actually. But you just always have to find a way to get your child to concentrate on what you're doing. Then after that, you now move to other ones. This one is the shape sorter. You get the shape sorter to teach your child shapes. You get animal flashcards. Look at the flashcards I made these ones because most times it's very difficult to get flashcards for animals like the way you want them. So I made these ones. These ones are farm animals, right? Then you can also get puzzles. So these puzzles I got this animal puzzles. Like this is for wild animals and sea animals, some sea animals. So just puzzles to get your child to learn how to think and put things together. Like this one too. I got this one. I'm using it to teach my child body parts. So it's okay. So after this, you'll also get the family pictures. You need to get family pictures. Use these family pictures to teach your child names of people in the family, people that live in your house. It might be just mom, dad, and the kids, or if you have like grandmother, we have our grandma also lives with us, so we use this too. We added her own picture to use and teach our child like to learn the names of everybody at home so that they can easily call them. So then the next one is the numbers. Number flashcards. You get number flashcards. So these numbers, I got this one from the market. Most times when you're teaching with flashcards, it's very, very important to get flashcards that will just state only the things you want that child to understand. Like if you're teaching something with pictures, you get a flashcard that has only pictures without any written words near the pictures. Like these animals, I made my animals like this by myself. I made sure that I didn't add any names to them, right? Because when you're showing your child that is just starting therapy, doesn't really have a child that's autistic or maybe speech delayed child, a child that has like learning difficulties, that is just starting therapy. Most times they don't have enough attention, right? So if you're like trying to get the child's attention to a particular thing you're teaching, you have to make sure that there's nothing else around that the object or the picture that is going to distract that child, right? So with this, I can draw my child's attention to this pig. This is pig, and there's nothing else written there. So the child can always focus on this pig. But when I use this flashcard to teach my child, I notice that he keeps looking around this paper. When I'm saying 8, he will be looking, and I watch his eyes, and I see his eyes rolling around. So he's looking at this and he's looking at this. He doesn't know which one that I want him to understand. So most times if I'm teaching with this, I cover this 8. I cover this word, the naming word. I use my hand to cover it, or I just use a kind of masking tape to cover it, to show him just only the 8. So because of it, I prefer to make my flashcards for numbers and alphabets. I'm going to show you another one I made. I made the flashcards on the other side. All right. So now, from here, you can also get flashcards with pictures of other things like fruits, vegetables, tree, anything you can really get, like any object at all that you can actually get flashcard for. It's okay, because it's always very important to teach these children with flashcards. As in, you're using flashcards to teach them because you want them to be able to relate what you're teaching them to real life appearances of those things. You get? So sometimes when I'm at home, sometimes when I'm at home and I'm teaching my child, like I want him to understand some of these things, even like these fruits, these vegetables. Now if I'm teaching him any fruit or vegetable, and if I remember that I have that at home, I go to get them physically to show them. So it's good to show them this picture, but if they can even see the physical ones, it's also very good. Like when you teach them chairs, I just take them around the house, go around, look, this table, this is chairs, like try to show them things, like they can see them physically. When they're able to see them physically, they can relate it better to what you're teaching them. All right, that's why they always say get flashcards, like teaching them with flashcards. Don't just keep telling them words like randomly without them trying to visualize that word you're teaching them. All right, then you can also get colors. You can get color flashcards, or you can use the things you have around to teach colors. So for me, even though I got these color flashcards, I don't use it all the time. Okay, what I use mostly to teach my child colors is these stacking rings. So when he's stacking them up, you are going to get stacking rings or stacking cups. This is what I use for stacking cups. So you can get a better stacking cups too. Just get cups with different sizes, big, small, bigger, like a lot of cups with different sizes, so that the child can put one down, one on top, one on top of the other, one on top of the other, or they can do it the reverse way too, like the smallest one down, this on top, and others up. All right, so then this stacking ring can get stacking cups and stacking rings, or any of them. So I use these stacking rings to teach my child like how to put the big one first, arrange them in sizes, right? But at the same time, I also use it to teach my child colors. I tell him, okay, the first one, let's get color. Let's get okay, this one is always the first. Then let's get the next one. The next one is the blue. The next one is the yellow ring. The next one, orange ring. The next one, the purple. The next one, the green. So I use these two to teach my child colors. I don't use this all the time. I actually don't even like the things that they wrote on them like this. I don't like anything distracting my child when I'm using and teaching with the flashcards. Okay, so the bead too. This bead is for attention. They teach your child fine motor skills, to help your child, to teach your child how to focus, concentrate. And this one helps, this is a jumbo pencil, helps the child to easily learn to grab a pencil. I didn't bring this in here, pegs. Pegs for hanging clothes too. I use that one too to teach my child to learn pencil grip. If your child is finding it difficult to grip a pencil, you can also use that peg. Get a lot of pegs and have your child always put the pegs on a paper or something. Put the pegs on and then take them out over and over again. Helps the child also to learn how to grip a pencil. Strengthen the finger muscles for pencil grip. Okay, so then fruits. This is fruit toys, vegetable toys. Use this one to teach your child names of all these fruits and names of all these vegetables, and even can also get more vegetables and more fruits to teach your child. Okay, so let's move on. Then here, this balloon is part of the oral massage. So here you have the Play-Doh. I use this Play-Doh to teach my child to it helps the child to learn how to strengthen the finger muscles, learn how to mold things, be creative with molding of things, and also helps to strengthen the child's finger muscle. Even if you can't get this, or I wouldn't say if you can't get this, if you have access to mud around you, it would be better to use mud for this instead of this, because I think mud does better work than this. Okay, anyway, I wouldn't say exactly though. Play-Doh is okay. Get Play-Doh. Some people even make Play-Doh by themselves using flour or stuff like that. But just get Play-Doh, or if you have mud, it's always good to take your child outdoors to go and play with the mud. It's even good. So the outdoors helps with the outdoors therapy too, because you also would have to be taking your child to the sand, playing with the sand to help with his motor skills. It's a lot of also, if you have mud too around your house, it's also good to also play with the mud too, right? So now this is just Gary for us, something we eat here in Nigeria. So this Gary, I use it when I don't have time to go outside with my son, when we're just doing indoor therapy, and I just want him to feel that coarse sand, get that coarse sand feelings. I just pour Gary on a tray and get him to play with the Gary with his fingers. Okay, so the next one is this. This is mixture of rice and beans. So I use this to teach my child fine motor skills, and this is helping the child to be able to focus. Teach the child how to focus. I pour this on a tray and get my son to separate the beans from the rice. Right? Then helps him to learn how to concentrate on a task. That's fine motor skills. Helps with fine motor skills. Then this one too also helps with concentration. Get different colors of papers, cut them, the big ones, then cut the tiny ones. Get your child to match the colors, match blue with blue, match yellow with yellow, match red with red, different colors as much as you want. Right? Then let me get here. So this is marker. Get marker. I use this marker to make my flashcards, my personal flashcards, and get some papers too. cardboard. I have some cardboard paper. Then, you see, I did my letter sounds flashcards by myself. These are the ones I use for my older son. So I'm doing another one now I'm using cardboard to do the one for my little son. Okay, so sometimes it's necessary to start teaching your child the letter sounds first before the alphabets. Like, start teaching your child a, b, k first before you start teaching the uppercase, which is A, B, C, right? It helps the child to learn to read more easily when it's time to start reading. But even at that, different people, like different schools or different countries, have their own different ways of teaching. Like my bigger son, all the schools he attended started with teaching them sounds, a, b, k, d, right? That's how we started with these ones. But my small son now, my little son now, the school he goes to teaches them uppercase first, uppercase letter. They are teaching them A, B, C, D. Then they will now come back and say A says A, B says B, C says K. I think any way at all is okay as far as the child is able to get what they're teaching them. All right, so but you also have to, because this is like the therapy you do at home with your child, so you also have to find a way, make sure you find out the way they teach your child in school, so that they won't be you won't confuse your child in any way. If you are teaching him A says you find out exactly how they teach him in school, so that when you're teaching him at home to go the same way, to go together with what they're teaching him in school. Okay, so this is also the letters I made. The numbers, sorry, these are the numbers I made, because I don't really like using that other number that has both figure and words together on the same paper. So I did these I did these numbers too, that I also use to teach figures teach my child figures. Then now I used all these ones for all these feelings, all these other pictures for my bigger son. When my son started to talk, when he started to mention names of the basic ones, we first started with the fruit toys, vegetable toys, shapes, animals, and numbers. Then when he started and we also started with Play-Dohs, when he started saying out these ones, when he started mentioning words, when he was able to mention words, so we had to increase his vocabulary by getting more flashcards. All right, so because of it, I went to the internet to get these things. I got them and printed them out. So we use this to teach him feelings. We use those pictures to teach him feelings: when you're sad, when you're laughing, when you're surprised, when you're happy. I also like activities: sitting, running, shoes, other objects, house, a lot of things, chairs, anything at all. Anything at all you think can also help your child increase their vocabulary. You teach your child to increase the words they have in their vocabulary. So you get as much pictures as possible you can get to teach your child. You get them, all right? Then we also have this one, like these building blocks. My son has really eaten them up, like chewing them all over. And this is even my big son, who's already 7 years old, that is chewing these things like this. Okay, so we got them. We had to discard this one. The children don't use this again because it's not strong. It's too soft. That's why they're able to chew it and destroy it like this. So you get building blocks, strong ones that they won't easily destroy, chew, and they can easily swallow. These things, they can swallow pieces of these things. So if you notice that the thing is not good enough, it's not strong enough, your child is biting them, to avoid accident, you take them out. So we took these ones out already, so get a better one for your child. All right, so you can also get other things. There are a lot of other things you can get, as much as you can. Okay, I didn't even talk about this plate. Get plates. We have plates, spoon, cup in our bag, in our therapy bag. We have a bag. This is a very old bag. Don't mind me. I have bag. I have another bag, but I haven't transferred the things to that bag. So you get a bag that you use for packing all these things. In our bag, we have plates, cups, anything at all, spoons, even a demonstration pot, like a toy pot. You can also use to teach your child this pot, pan, fry pan, other things. And this dog, I like this dog. There's another one like it that is egg. I also used another soft egg too that makes sound. I got that one too for my son. So get other things. Building block, child can be creative. You can teach your child how to be creative with building block, build things. Then at last you get a book. So this is a book we had. This book is what we got. We got this book for my son, my big son, for one of the therapists we had then asked us to get a book so that she can be recording things that they do every day, and also with that they can easily track progress. So you can get this too for yourself, put everything in a very arranged manner. Use it too. Now when you're doing therapy, you have to like make a schedule, like make a structured schedule of steps to follow, so that you can easily, like, how you put the things. You have to do this one after this one after this after this. So with that, you can also always record the things you're doing and how you're making progress. So with this, we did this, we got this, we use this to like record what we're doing one after the other. Reinforcement, we use the following progress were made. See, sensory integration, brain gym, rhymes, receptive, expressive fruits, social conversation, oral exercises, scribbling, tracing, randomly identifying words, playing with letter sound, dressing up, verbal information, verbal imitation, then parents' feedback. That's how she would. After all this, I will have to read everything. I'll go through every day I used to go through what they did and make my own feedback or comment about the progress I noticed, or if I have anything to say about what they did. Right. So that's it. So get your own materials and create your own pattern. Create your own therapy pattern with your child. And also you have to always remember to add activities, add nursery rhymes, playtime. Always have playtime in between your therapy sections with your children. All right, and make it fun, because when it's fun, your child will be happier to stay there with you and learn. All right, thank you very much.